the schools I applied to rejected me, and it was probably the worst moment of my life because I felt like I let down my parents, I let down myself. So it's been a hot minute since I started my YouTube channel, and I feel like it's been forever since I've really genuinely sat down and just chatted with you guys, did a life update. As you can see by the title of this video, I am starting my social media detox, and it's taken me a really long time for me to get to this point. And last October was the very first time in the 4 years since I started my YouTube career full-time that I actually went on vacation. So I went to Iceland with my boyfriend Scott, and I ended up filming this video right here. I had the most incredible time experiencing the food, the landscape. It just felt like a breath of fresh air compared to the city life here in San Francisco. I don't remember the last time I went on a vacation. Probably the last vacation was in 2015 post-grad. I went to Taiwan, Bali, and Singapore with my sister and my college roommates. We had a blast, but fast forward to 2019 right now. It's May 2019. I haven't gone on vacation since last October, and whenever I go on vacation I always take my phone with me, and I'm always just scrolling through Instagram or watching YouTube videos, and I get completely sucked in, and honestly I don't feel like I've been very present and here on my YouTube channel. My brain just feels like it's somewhere else. Needless to say, I'm feeling pretty burnt out. Things I used to enjoy, like filming videos or editing, just feel like such an impossible task to do. I just have a ton of ideas, don't get me wrong, but I just don't have the motivation to go on my laptop and put it together into a video and hope that thousands of people will like it and enjoy it. Like, I feel like I've lost that sparkle in me. Some days I wake up in the middle of the night and I just can't fall back asleep because of my anxiety. So I've been kind of keeping a secret from you guys for a while now, and I don't think it was an intentional secret, but I just feel like I need to address this elephant in the room. I feel kind of ashamed to even say this, but I know it's totally normal, and it's just this thing I've built up in my head. After I graduated from college, I moved back home into my parents' house here in San Francisco, and I have not moved out since. So I've lived here for about 4 years now, and if you follow me from the very beginning of my YouTube channel, then you would recognize the blue background. And I've been trying to do more, room update videos and decluttering videos because I finally realized that this space might be a little bit more permanent than I want. I had always thought that I would move out sooner than I did, and I'm still here. The only one who's missing out on a nicely decorated room is myself, so I'm really forcing myself to take this chance to transform my room and make it into a space that is actually livable, isn't a storage closet, and a place I would actually enjoy being in. So a little backstory about me. I come from a family with 2 immigrant parents. So my duty as their daughter is to translate bills, help them integrate into this tech world. Whenever they have any phone issues or language barrier, I'm there to translate everything and help them feel more comfortable and answer any of their questions, whether it's like how to turn on my phone, how to turn off this alarm, how do I send this picture to a friend, how do I copy and paste, the really, really simple things. I love my parents so much, and I'm grateful for the opportunity of, being here in America, living out my version of the American dream, having a job where I have so much autonomy. Like, I am blessed beyond belief, and I feel so incredibly lucky. There were moments in my life you guys saw back in 2012 when it got really dark because I thought, actually I've never really talked about this, but I applied to nursing school, and I applied to I think 6 schools, and it was not cheap. I spent a lot of money and I spent a lot of years studying to become a nurse, and I didn't make it. All the schools I applied to rejected me, and it was probably the worst moment of my life because I felt like I let down my parents, I let down myself. At the same time, I was feeling unsure about my future. Like, do I really want to become a nurse? Because I was following my sister's footsteps and thinking that it was the right path for me. But in my heart, I knew I loved being creative. I loved what I did on YouTube, and I truly, truly believe that I could make this work. For some reason, I just feel living at home makes me feel less successful. But at the same time, the reason I moved home was to be closer to my family. Growing up, I wasn't that close to my parents. They worked 2 jobs each. They were always working. We didn't really spend weekends together. We didn't have game nights, or in the traditional American sense, where we would hang out and have barbecues or go to parties. Like, no, my childhood consisted of going to Chinese school every Saturday. I was always studying, always just reading and by myself or watching TV. So I just felt very, very introverted and sheltered from the world. And I honestly did not know how to go about my career path. Like, that was confusing. I didn't have the opportunity to see a lot of things I felt other kids could experience. Lately, I've just been feeling very anxious and stressed. There are days where I just lay in bed and I am just deep in my head thinking about like what to do next. I'm always trying to plan ahead because I am very OCD. I like to have things super, super organized, and when I feel like life just feels out of control, I just kind of lose it. I get really stressed out. The anxiety really just gets to me. My stomach starts to hurt. I just feel like I can't focus on things like I could. Things aren't really clear to me, and I just get in a funk. And it doesn't help that I just stay inside. I don't talk to people for a couple days. You know, I'm really fortunate that I surround myself with positive people like my boyfriend and my friends. Having them around is really, really helpful to go through any sort of, you know, anxiety or stress. Mental health is still an issue that is uncomfortable for me to talk about. I didn't grow up with it being okay. There's definitely a stigma in the Asian community that should be addressed, and I think within the past year, like 2018, 2019, there's been more people coming out with videos talking about their mental health issues, and it's been really nice, to be honest, and not feel alone. And even as a YouTuber, I don't always feel comfortable showing this imperfect side of me. Like, I always thought of myself as someone who's positive and happy, and I realized that there is so much more to me than just this bubbly side, and there is this dark, really emotional side to me that I've been hiding, not quite hiding, but just not comfortable showing to the camera. And I'm starting to let go a bit and see this more as a form of therapy like I used to.
Yeah, I've been feeling so down, yeah. Can you tell me why? I'm down, yeah.